Hello everyone, my name is Natasja Keijzer and in my second video I'm showing you a little tail balayage. The nice thing is that you can easily place your balayage, and as you can see you have a very nice soft transition. And if you guys are curious, check out my second video. I'm going to put my first tail in the pony hat. I make a partition from the highest point of the head, comb the hair forward, and at the front I place my rubber band. I place my second ponytail on this side. I take a part from the highest point of the head to low behind the ear and comb it up into a ponytail. Be careful. Where you place your hairband, that's where the color will start closest to the head. On the other side, I do exactly the same. So parting from the highest point of the head to the low back of the ear, everything comes together, and at the same level as on the other side, you place your elastic. This is your third ponytail. From here, I started the back. I divide it into two areas and make a ponytail on the left side. I place this low. From there, I place a ponytail at the same height on the right side, so that the rubber band is at the same height as on the left side. Now I have a total of 5 horse staids, and as you can see, this is a very large horse staid. High at the front, near my bangs, lower to the side, and low at the back. I'm going to bleach her hair, and for this I'm using Snow White from Kiss. A portion of bleaching powder, and then I add a part of 9%. Please note, I work on a doll head, so maybe on a real person I need a low percentage of peroxide. I also add step 1 of the Carabon to this. The ratio is exactly on the bottle. It ensures that during bleaching my hair remains stronger. Stir well before he puts it on. As you can see, I'm making sure the hair is nicely damp. It's simply very easy to work on damp hair with bleach when you want your color to softly fade to the tail. After I've taken a small pass from my tail, I'm going to apply my bleach with a plank. Well, as you can see, I'm using the Colin Bow, and there are several reasons for that. The big advantage for me is that I can just use the product stronger, can apply deeper into the hair, and where I apply more product, it will also become lighter. So at the end of my ponytail, I really push my product into it using my plank, but upwards towards my hairband. I'm gonna work a bit finer and with less product because I just want to have that beautiful seamless transition. Under my first pass, I've placed a clear foil to protect the face. When I move to the second pass, you'll see me applying a lot of Snow White again, on most parts of the hair and at the end, because I want to see the most color there as well. Towards the hairband, I become a bit more careful with applying my color. If I see some sort of line or spot, I will let it blend out a bit with my finger towards the elastic band. You can also easily turn your board around with your board, so you can also turn the underside of your board. You can set your strand well and also let it blend at the bottom towards your hairband. So I go pass by pass so that I've set the whole little tail. I started at the front with my bleaching. I did this deliberately because I also want the lightest end result at the front. If you want more light at the back, you start at the rear. But now again, every so often, take thin streaks and apply a lot of color to the softest part of the hair, and at the end, I can also see the hair that is above the small board. I apply that much more carefully. I put my bleach on it, so to speak. But this is the big advantage. The hair that's above my small board, not quite committed. So when I'm going to expose that later, and you'll see that too, you'll see that there's more natural hair in it. The length ends have all been used. The big advantage is to leave a little bit of natural hair towards the tail, is that it stays very soft. Because again, we don't want to see any hard lines. as you can see, I have used all the tails. And the great advantage of my transparent foil is that I don't have to open the foil each time to check my color. I can now easily see through the foil. Curious that it's good. When I think it can be flushed, I briefly look at it. I open it now, and now you can clearly see that it has been flushed, that the dark hairs are still in my ponytail. The length points have been completely set. So I know that I have a strong tint to my ends. After 25 minutes, I rinse the bleach with Keramax shampoo, and from there I'm going to tone it with our No Yellow shampoo. I apply this really all the way from root to tip. I really use it as a toner. I have to deal with yellow pigment, and our No Yellow shampoo is robust. It's underpinned with violet light, which I need to make the color a bit cooler. So as you can see, from root to tip, put it in well, lather it up well, and just with a bowl and a brush. Occasionally, I check in the meantime to see what it's doing. I scrape off the shampoo with my fingers, and now you can see very well that it neutralizes the yellow. I use Care Rub on step 2 to seal everything. I use argan oil from the chest to nourish the hair after all we have bleached it. As a final result, I want low volume, a nice shine and movement at the bottom. Well, I also use the smoother. It calms my hair and gives that beautiful shine I'm looking for. Distribute well through the hair before you can start blow drying. And as you can see, I'm a real hairdresser because I just wipe my hands on my butt. I use my Mason Pearson to polish the hair, and at the front I use another thick king brush to just make that little movement. From here I'm going to use a thick curling tool because I want just a little movement in the hair. And for me, the perfect spray is the Kiskera spray. To use it together with your curling iron, I'm taking a coarse passe from top to bottom, using a bit of Kera spray also to set my curl. And the clip of my curler then goes to the front because I want that movement to have backwards. As long as my clip is at the front, my curl goes backwards. This also applies to the back. Apply a little bit of Kera spray to each passe. Now the clip on the other side because I work towards each other, and just at the bottom, just make a little movement in it. So in just 6 passes, you've done the whole hair, and it really gives that wow feeling to the customer as she leaves. Just go through it with a jug with coarse teeth so you don't separate all the hairs. But just make that swing you're looking for. When you've got the shape, use a little bit of Kera spray and lightly set this shape. It doesn't actually have to. Not to be completely sprayed, the wind can still pass through. Here's the final result of my tail balayage. As you can see, a nice soft gradient that's higher at the front and lower at the back. Concluded with the No Yellow, and I can say a nice result and good to use in the salon. Good luck, everyone.